What the hell was this episode? What has this season become? What has this season always been? It's just ridiculous what Love Island has become, and we're witnessing the beginning of the end of this show. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Back at it again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button. It is daily and consistent content. Guys, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed with what Love Island has become. This season is the worst season of Love Island in Love Island history since it began from season 1. I don't care what anybody says, how many good peaks we've had in an episode like this, because a peak in this season is an average day episode in season 2 or season 5 or even season 8 at this point. So I just feel like this season of Love Island, it's not giving at all. The last couple of episodes have been so bad that I haven't even been bothered to even do a full-on review here, or I've forgotten about doing reviews on TikTok. How can it become so bad that there are tomorrow night teasers that make me not want to watch the tomorrow night episode? That's how bad this has become. And, you know, I don't understand. It's not even about the lack of drama or needing drama, because I don't want drama from this cast because I'm not invested in this cast. Lana and Ron, you know, doing that happy birthday, doing the girlfriend-boyfriend situation thing. I'm tired of this girlfriend-boyfriend. I'm tired. Those days, guys, when I used to just be like, this is so cute, watching Kem drop things around for Amber to look at, and then Kem asks her, would you know my girlfriend? And it was just so authentic and fresh. It was so fresh, and I feel like people who are discussing the show, reviewing the show, whatever, are trying to talk about it like it's like, you know, just for the sake of talking about it because something's going on. But guys, this season is dead, and I just feel like a lot of people are not really keeping it buck like that when it comes to reviewing it. This season is diabolical. These episodes are not working. This whole Casey, Claudia, Rosie triangle. Never have I not been this disinterested in bombshells coming in, and I don't care about Casey and Claudia. I'm not invested. The last couple episodes, I've just not been invested. Even Movie Night Madness, they were showing clips for the movie night that we didn't even need to see. Why were they even showing that? Like, it made no sense. And the drama from Movie Night or Casa Amor fizzled within less than 24 to 48 hours. Went away. Nobody confronted Olivia. Sammy was absolutely fine with Tommy. Casey and Claudia never really had an issue. Shaq and Tanya to go back and forth like that, only for Shaq to take Tanya back. There's been too much conflict resolution in a short amount of time. Just remember that Potomac reunion part 2 is on tonight at 1 a.m. I'm so happy now. Some real damn TV and entertainment. Do you understand? Bring on Candice to Love Island, and then we're going to see Love Island turn into something that it needs to be, because Love Island right now is not doing what it needs to do, and I feel like it is absolutely poor. And I wanted to really just have this discussion. This is a review, but also a discussion that this whole season is just, it's diabolical. You will also remove any characters. I know that people like Zara and Tanya, but in my eyes, they're not legends, guys. I feel like people out there are saying they're Love Island legends. They have the potential to be Love Island legends, but they got their journeys cut off way too short. Had they still been in there to this day, in my eyes, they would have been classified as legends, but they just got removed way too early on. Those two were the only two beacons of light for this season to really do anything, and they cut it off and removed everything, and it made no sense. And they maintained Olivia in the show from day one. For what reason, we don't know. Like, at this point, it's the producer's fault, not even hers, that she's gonna get all this hate, because they keep showing her. And this whole situation with Claudia, this episode could have had something with Claudia and Rosie. They could have done a conflict, could have been a back and forth, could have been shade. When Rosie, you know, told Sammy about XYZ, and Sammy tried to pass on the information to get a storyline going, but Claudia just fumbled the bag. The girl is crying and is doing dramatics and so much. Now, part of me does feel for her, because listen, we're all different, guys, and some people are more emotional and sensitive, and they're going to wear their hearts on their sleeve, and they're going to be a bit OTT in the villa. That can happen. So I'm not really surprised by her reactions. I felt like she was trying to get a moment coming out the bedroom and going and sleeping on the day, but I feel like she was trying to get a moment doing that, and I feel like it didn't work. Cool, but at the same time, I can't be mad at her for trying to give us something, child, because ain't nothing was going on in this damn episode. And then, you know, Rosie's good there with Casey. I don't care. I don't care if Rosie and Casey become a girlfriend and boyfriend. I don't care if, you know, if they split up. I don't care. And it's, you know, the fact that I feel like this whilst they are in the villa, normally people's likeness for contestants fade as they leave, but there's just no interest in any capacity. Claudia flopped in doing anything what she needed to do. She's crying way too much, telling Rosie that she likes him more than he likes her? Why are you telling the op that? It don't make no sense. Why are you, like, Rosie's not here for you. She's laughing inside. She's laughing at you, Claudia. Your dad won I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here on ITV. You're on a show on ITV. Respect yourself. Do you understand? Because right now you're not respecting yourself. So I feel like that in itself is frustrating to see. Lana and Ron doing that boyfriend-girlfriend going to the terrace. Not really romantic. Child, I don't care. And I feel like they're going to win this show. Fear 500 are going to take them to the finale. They are the strongest couple in there, and they both know that. I feel like the girlfriend boyfriend thing is over. It's overdone, and like I'm not really in like it's overdone. Like, guys, like, who cares about girlfriend and boyfriend thing? Because we've seen so many of these couples break up. So many of them break up from the boyfriend girlfriend nonsense. So, you know, I'm not buying into it. I feel like it's a dry season. The episodes are not giving. It's boring. It's background TV. These cast members, I thought the cast in season 7 were boring. I don't mean the entire cast, but, you know, when they were bringing in the Brads and the Chugs, child, that's when I thought we reached a whole new low. No shade, no tea. But this whole cast, it's a whole different situation where it's way too lower. Love Island Winter cheapens the Love Island brand. It cheapens it, it damages it, and it's not needed. And it's made people tired about the concept, and nobody wants to watch this. And I just feel like I just wanted to have this discussion, not only for how boring these last 2 episodes are, but just how overall boring this season has really been. I can't really think of anything that, you know, is iconic that we're going to remember at the end of this year in December. Like, do you know what I mean? And I just feel like nothing is landing. And that is just the bitter truth that I feel like a lot of people are not saying in terms of commentators and reviewers. They're trying to, you know, act like there's a lot going on, child. Ain't nothing going on. So I feel like Casey, this is the thing. You can have all the drama in the world, but if the cast is not a cast that you like or that is appealing, transparent, have personality, you know, are charismatic, the drama is always not going to land. It's going to be seen as boring because we need to be liking these characters in order to actually appreciate the drama that is coming forth from this. I have so many ideas in my head, child. I have so many ideas of how they could have flipped this Love Island Winter. It could have been the best thing that they could have done, because the gag is we can do 2 seasons a year. If they're very good 2 seasons a year, you can do it. But, child, when I was on that live talking about a movie night idea and then they started doing it, so I'm just not going to really be relaying any of my ideas. But at the end of the day, I feel like this Love Island season is a fail, and people can disagree if they wish to. Said that, you know, every season has great moments, and I feel like this has had some okay moments here and there, but the whole season's been a fail. I don't care if this Casa Amor was a great Casa Amor episode. I mean, any Casa Amor should be number 1, but a good Casa Amor episode does not mean that it is a great season if the majority of the season is also very poor. It's not how it works. So the majority of the season is just very poor. It's below par. It's not giving anything in any capacity. It's worse than the first Love Island Winter, and I feel like the concept is outdated. I don't even want Love Island Summer. I want Love Island to take a break for 2 years and then come back. Let Big Brother, you know, rule the realms for a while, and then let Love Island return, because I feel like you also need a break from it. It's been 10 seasons reaching the summer, but I just feel like this episode was extremely boring. I don't care for Lana and Ron. I feel like I'm just complaining and moaning, and some of you guys might find that annoying, and I do truly apologize, but when I find a season below par or episodes boring, I'm just going to say it. That's just how I've always been when it comes to reviews. I feel like the season has had some okay episodes, which I've been elated about, but I also feel like the best episode for me wasn't even the Casa Amor episode, because that to me was predictable. The best episode for me was when Tanielle got angry at Aaron and Zara went to Tom and called him the community P word. And Tanya was telling Zara, don't go to Olivia and tell her. That was the best episode for me from this season. That could have set a beautiful tone for a legendary season. That episode was the best episode because it was unpredictable beefs. Never have I ever seen stuff like that going on, XYZ, and I felt like it was going to be something that we need to see. It was going to be something for the books, child. But it wasn't for the books. It wasn't for the library. It's for the bins. It's for the trash. And I feel sorry for the Islanders who could have been something that have come onto the wrong season and should have been on the summer season, should have been on something where they could have got a lot more out of this. But unfortunately, they went on the wrong season. They done messed up the bag because the producer told them to go on to the winter one. And unfortunately, it's just a big mistake. And by the time the summer girls come on, these winter girls are going to be completely forgotten. already more so than they already have been, because the season is just not landing. It's unfortunate, it's truly a shame, but I just feel like nobody asked for this winter version. People are now just watching it because it's background TV or they're forced to watch it, and it's just a shame. It truly is a shame. I have never witnessed Love Island or would have expected it to become this boring, where, you know, you're watching it and you're not interested in any single person in the... There's not one couple that you like or one person. I like Kai and Sanem, and I think that, you know, Kai is somebody I'm only liking because of Sanem. Let's not get a twist in our chat. We didn't like Kai for a minute. Even on its own, prior to Olivia, I wasn't a big fan of Kai. Only Sanem seems sweet and nice. But, you know, liking one person who's coming during Casa Amor is really not enough. So I just feel like below par season. It's not working. Don't want to see Casey, Claudia and Rosie, the deadest triangle that nobody asked for. The other boy, I've completely forgotten his name. What is he going to do now? I feel like they're just bringing in carbon copies of each other, and I just feel like it just don't make no sense anymore. Like, and I feel sorry for the Love Island After Sun new panelists that have come on, and also for Maya Jama, because they have good potential. They are what is working with this season. It's just the contestants that are not working with this season, and the timing that is not working with this season. That's what's not clicking for it to be something that it needs to be. And I just feel like hopefully they can get it together for the summer, because if the summer is giving what this is giving, it's over. And I think that they might know that, which is why they're doing an All-Stars next year. I don't know. But I really hope the summer is what, you know, is going to be good, because I love reality TV. As we all know, it's what I love to review. And I just feel like this is just not giving anything. And that's just how I genuinely feel. And if you guys agree or disagree, it's absolutely fine. Maybe there are some of you that are enjoying the season. And, you know, if you like a season of dramaless stuff here and there, that's fine for you. But I'm not enjoying it. I don't care if it's drama or not. I want charismatic people to have a bridge to form with as the audience, and there's nobody. So I don't know what they're doing, but they need to fix this up, man. They must know how bad this is, which is probably why they've axed the winter version. But the Claudia stuff, over it. Does nothing. Lana Ron, I don't care about them being a couple. Like, it's just boring. Even Will and Jessie, I'm bored over it. I feel like she's just rehearsing stuff here and there, and it's just a bit, you know, I don't know, I'm over Will and Jessie. Tanya and Shaq, I've been over them since Shaq took Tanya back. Like, you know, they were doing way too much with the movie night situation, so I'm kind of over that as well. There's just no couple in there. And I like Sanem, but I feel like Kai and Sanem would probably be the only option, only by default, because we have, like, child, I just want Sanem twins on her own, like, at this point. Let me know your thoughts are when it comes to this, if you guys agree or disagree. I know, I just feel like we needed to have some kind of discussion on this episode and just talk about it. Not just this episode, but just this season as a whole, and the fact that, you know, are we witnessing something going on with Love Island? Because this is awful, and I just can't get over how bad this has become. Because these last episodes have been something else. This is becoming like Made in Chelsea season 48. This is what it's giving. It's giving Made in Chelsea season 48, and I'm not here for it. Let me know your thoughts are, and I'll catch you guys soon for another review. Also, shout out to everybody who watched my interview with Linda. I feel like, you know, she wanted to be heard. She wanted to speak out. She wanted to do an interview and, you know, to be acknowledged. And I feel like that was only fair for her to do, considering that, you know, she wasn't even acknowledged on the show. Like, I'm not really bothered by metrics, engagements, followers, who's a big islander or a small islander. You know, I just had Zita on, who won Love Island USA, and, you know, I've had someone else who wasn't even on the show or shown. I feel like everybody has stories, and that is the main purpose of why I interview islanders here and there, because I want to humanize them. That is what I like to do. They're not just somebody who's on the TV. There's a lot more to them. So that is something that I'm trying to do, especially post show now more, because, you know, you get a lot more depth, clarity and emotion from people, because they can look back on their journeys and have more regrets or no regrets. So yeah, shout out to people who watch that, and, you know, I feel like she appreciates and, you know, should have some love, because, you know, I feel for her. Anyways, let me know your thoughts and I'll catch you guys soon.